Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 20, Week 9, Day 1, second to last week of the campaign. So anything you still need to finish up with it, still plenty of time. 2 weeks is way more than enough. But yeah, next week we'll be able to go over the Mythic since I only bought the... Actually, I haven't even gotten it yet. But we're just going to get the Standard Pass this time around. And we'll just get it on, cover it next week's Monday because... Of course, yesterday, and technically today, we got ourselves the Hunted Doll. So, we did finally get this. We showed one team with it earlier today during the weekly video, but I did want to mess around with it a little bit more just to kind of see what it can end up ultimately doing. Overall, with the team that we did end up messing with it already, seems pretty fine. It's not bad at all. Spell reduction into high skull dodge, really solid premise for a troop. I really wish we would eventually get something that's like 25% spell reduction, impervious, and then like 65% dodge as a mythic would be a pretty cool concept for a troop. Obviously, things like Ossifer and stuff with Curse Stun, and any team with Curse Stun would still be able to counter it. But it would make it a little bit less counterable, while also still having a good ability. Her ability could definitely be a little bit better, but it's fine. I wish it did like one extra thing on top of all this. Like some damage to the enemy team, or maybe gaining life instead of just healing the full. Both gaining life and healing the full. Based on like her magic level, so like 45, 44 or so. Wouldn't be that bad, but honestly, she's fine. Still a bit situational, mostly probably used in skull spam teams and insta-kill teams, as her ability, you know, the curse or the terror, benefits greatly from killing things one at a time. Also good against other skull spam teams, while also being oriented into skull spam teams. So if skull meta ever comes back a little bit, I could definitely see her making make it into some teams. But, yeah, she's okay. We'll mess with her in a little bit. Of course, our main priority first, besides from completing out every daily, weekly that we can right now. Actually, I might as well go to this event now that I'm talking about it. Before I forget, this is a daily you want to make sure not to forget to do. Luckily, I have not missed it a single day yet, though I probably will at some point. Luckily, there's some leeway even if you do. Especially since I'm not getting the armor, of course, since we already have it. So it's one less thing we need. So at 50 gems a day, we should be fine even if we miss a day or two. And of course, you always want to upgrade it if you have the stats to do so. Anyways, hello everyone. Hello Mark. Hello Isabel. Hope all's been well. Hello Hugo. Hello MK Jets. Hello Cookie. Hello Gustavo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, we're finally going to do a bunch of midday streams this week. I've been meaning to for a while, and I keep getting caught up with things. Even this week, I still have a few things to do. Like Wednesday, I'll need a delay to stream because I need to go pick up glasses and a few other things during the day. But beyond that, yeah, we're probably going to do quite a few midday streams this week. Tomorrow we'll probably do an old school RuneScape, might be the last one we do before Brighter Shores. Wednesday we're probably going to finally get around to Mario Party. Thursday might also do Mario Party. See what we do from there. So not sure if we'll have anyone to end up doing it with on stream initially. So maybe we'll just do the one Mario Party, but we'll see. I'm not sure what's exactly in the Mario Party. I kind of want 100% it, to be honest. Because I know they sometimes have like a single player campaign kind of thingy too. Which I do want to touch on, see how the multiplayer is in it. And just see how the game is in general. I've somehow managed to avoid all spoilers. Not that there's much to spoil, but you know. I kind of want to see all the minigames for the first time when we actually play them. Another power-up, nice. And 160. I guess the next thing we're probably going for is maxing out the pet. So I might as well get a copy of it. I'll still need to do that 5 more times. 4 more to max it, and then the other one in order to get the golden version. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I actually already got this a couple times. But I guess it's worth mentioning because I got it again. So about a couple weeks ago, I finally got the Takshaka pet. Some of you may know that we were missing this for the longest of times. But we finally got it for the bonus. And I recently got it again. And I decided to max it. I got it like half an hour ago, the guild. An hour ago or so. And I decided to max it this time around. I got enough copies to get it to epic from the thing. Just naturally, without spending any gems. And then I double pet orbed it. So now we finally have the full +5 bonus without spending a single cent. It took us a little over a year after the fact. Or however long it's been around. But, yeah, we finally have Takshaka bonus now at a +5 to all. Whereas for a little while, we didn't have it at all. And for the longest while, we only had it at, like, +2. But now we finally have it at +5 for the full amount of bonus. Obviously, it doesn't make too huge a difference, but, you know, any extra damage on Takshaka, if it's enough to get a kill early, is pretty nice. We also got the other boss one. I was missing some other one. It was a lot less relevant than that one. But I also got that one pretty recently. It was the one that we were missing from the last paid $5 pet, which we ended up getting, of course, by then. But, yeah, we basically have every pet in the game now. The only ones we're missing are the golden one from the current Halloween event, which we'll have by next week. And every single one of the Immortals that we don't currently have at level 7 or whatever it is for the pet, which we'll have in time. Since we're not buying the pass, it will take us a little bit longer, but, you know, enough PvP seasons going by, we will eventually naturally have that. Which reminds me, we also have to do the PvP daily today. As I don't believe I have touched it at all. No, I haven't even touched PvP. Oh yeah, we're back in Diamond rank. We got, I believe, 80 gold marks. I think I made 2nd place. So yeah, 80 gold marks last week. Which means... Wait. Can we go open the lottery ticket things? I'll do it if I have 300. No, I only have 191. Boo. I was going to open another set of 3 books, but we got to wait a little while. I like doing them 3 at a time. Feels weird doing any number that isn't 3. Man, anyways, even though we could do it whenever, obviously. It just feels weird to me not opening them in 3s. Anyways, okay, let's start clearing out things. So, Halloween event, check. Just making sure. Alright, next. Let's go focus on the Centaur thing, because this is probably the most annoying thing. How have you guys been faring with the current Centaur event? Because this is probably the... maybe not the most annoying. But it's definitely on the more annoying side of events we've ever had for this in a long while. Worst comes to worst, if you have literally nothing, get enough tiers or extra of the Zebratar that you can run 3 of her. And literally just run 3 of her with a mana accumulation weapon. Ideally would resummon so you don't die. And you're going to be good to go. Like, replace every Artima here with a Zebratar. And that's honestly probably your best team if you're lacking Wardbreaker. With that being said, Wardbreaker exists. So it's Wardbreaker time. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll go for a Wand Rush. I'm going to go Wand Rush into Wardbreaker, I think is the play here. And I showed it with Astral Spirit for the video. However, just to make the team cheaper. However, I do intend to double Wardbreaker. While she can help you get a good start sometimes, it just takes a while to use her ability. And very rarely do you get like insanely good value from her. So I'm just scrapping her for a second Wardbreaker. Gives a chance that the other one gains a little bit more magic as well. Of course, we are forced to have to use, what's her name? Even if we had 3 Wardbreakers, we would still want to use one of her, as it is required to get double score. And obviously we'd want Hero for mana accumulation, as the mana... Honestly, the mana accumulation from the Kingdom isn't too bad. If you use, like, Herd Master. Unfortunately, I can't use, like, Ragnagord because he's not a Centaur. He's brown-red, Mass Explodey, but he, is specifically not Centaur. I think he's, like, Wild Folk or something. So, unfortunately, you cannot use him for this game mode. You can for, Underspire this week. But you can't use him for the Journey, unfortunately. Which is not ideal. That basically means Hero is your best mana accumulator for, well, other than Wardbreaker. But not counting Wardbreaker, your Hero is your main mana accumulator for this game mode this week. Alternatively, of course, you can spam out the Journey Troop into itself. The only big downside of doing, like, double, triple of the Journey Troop is you do have to use Oracle Hero class. Right now I'm using Mech, so we have Dispel in case we need it. So we have 50% mana start, so we have Barrier at start. You know, all those kind of gimmicks that it has. Even if you're not using any Mechs, it is still oftentimes really worthwhile using. Which is why you normally see me using Mech a lot of times, even if we have no Mechs on the team. Because it has 50% mana start, Dispel to get rid of Submerge, Barrier. It's just a nice, well-rounded one. I kind of use it like I used to use Titan back in the day. Or it's kind of the fill-all for if you just need something really well-rounded. Use it basically the exact same way back when Titan was a lot better. Well, relative to before Elementals and everything came in. Anyways, I'm on a tangent. What was I about to go say? Something about Zebratar. But yeah, when you use Zebratar, you have to use Oracle. Because it's the only Centaur hero class, and Oracle's pretty bad. This week is like the only week you ever use Oracle. And it's purely because of the restrictions associated with it. With this current Journey event being the main thing you would use it for this week. As it's required to get the full boost ratio if you're using Hero, and you basically have to use Hero for mana accumulation. You're using Artima, Herdmaster, Hands of Time, Journey Troop for the first 5k miles. Nice, nice. Yeah, Artima's 40% dodge is pretty nice. And of course, with the Halloween event, we just got the 45% dodge thingy too. Honestly, I kind of forgot how good High Skull Dodge is. It's not really on any meta troop at the moment. Currently, the strongest troop that has Skull Dodge is oddly enough the Halloween troop that came out, you know, now. and over the course of the next 2 weeks. I really want to see them do a mythic version of it, though. With at least 65% skull dodge, so it's a 2 in 3 chance. While also giving it, like, impervious or something. I feel like that has a lot of potential. Because the only reason skull dodge isn't really used right now is there just isn't anything good under the category at the moment, other than the Halloween troop. But, you know, as we get more options, it would actually be a used mechanic. Right now, anything that has it either isn't good or just doesn't have a high enough percent. Because the default skull dodge is only 20%. 20% is pretty bad. I feel like we should have another default standard trait. Not a unique trait, but a standard trait that's like 35% skull dodge, so it's like a 1 in 3. Not as a unique trait, but just as like a standard one that you can get with any other combination of traits. Because 20% is just not enough. It's too inconsistent. That's basically like not having it at all. Unless the AI has it, in which case they have like 99% chance to dodge. Hey, our free daily gems. Yeah, we'll go clear out the entirety of the journey event, hand out a code, and go from there. That main goal will be journey, dailies, and messing with the new troop today. I think they've been out for a few days, but you know what I mean. The new Halloween troop. I said hello, yeah, if I didn't already say hi, welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Yeah, I can't wait to finally get my new glasses this Wednesday. These have gone through all the wear and tear. I think I've had these for almost 4 years now, which makes sense because generally speaking, I get new glasses every election year. I think since then, somehow it started just because I did. Like I randomly just, you know, just got glasses. And then the next time I got glasses just happened to also be on election year. And now it's just kind of been a thing for the last like almost 15 years. Where I just always get glasses during election year in the United States. And I could really use a new pair. This one's starting to get kind of... Like the wear and tear on this one's definitely starting to get noticeable. Compared to last time. Oh good, I was going to say that double mana drain's going to be really annoying, but luckily we had Bless, so we didn't get to do it. Nice. The power of Bless. It's actually the first time in a while where I've seen Bless actually negate out mana drain. I feel like any time where that ever happens, the Bless goes down right the second before they get the mana drain to. But luckily it did not this time. Yep, come on. There's the only problem with doing this on a bigger screen like we're doing it right now. With the thing dropped down all the way. Is the wand isn't aligned, so I can't just spam click. I'm so used to spam clicking it. Whenever I have it wider like this, it's not perfectly aligned. Yep, and there it goes again. Every time. Also, I hope we get a wand alternative sometime next year. If they decide not to nerf wand, I hope they power creep something else that's different than wand, but, you know, you'd still use. Because I hate having to use wand on like 90% of teams. But just because it's the only 6-color weapon. It isn't even necessarily because... Well, actually there's other, but it's the only good 6-color weapon, I should specify. It's the only modern 6-color weapons. The other 2 6-color weapons are very dated. Even back then, they were made to not be overpowered. They kind of forgot to do that with wand. The not make it overpowered part. But I would love to see some other 6-colored weapons that aren't wand, so we can actually use, you know, not wand. Because the main reason you have to use wand so much isn't necessarily because it's so amazing, though it is. But it's more so because it's the only extremely viable 6-colored weapon for hero. Like, if they added another one, wand usage rate would tank like crazy. It'd still be used, obviously. But you wouldn't use it as, like, the default weapon for almost everything. The weird part about Wand, too, is it's really easy to obtain. You can get unlucky on it, but all you have to do is get the Lover's Tarot card, and you basically get it for free. And while you can go on a very unlucky streak on it, as long as you're grinding out Vault events like the one we just had last weekend, you're gonna get it within, like a few Vault event weekends. That being said, there's another Vault event weekend like 2 weeks from now. We had one 2 weeks ago, we have one in 2 weeks from now. We just had one. A lot of Vault event weekends. They're gonna go back to once a month after, I believe, this next one, though. So who knows, maybe we'll get another compensation one for, well, not compensation one, but, be able to do another one for the 10-year anniversary. Top of it, whatever else they're doing. Because 10-year anniversary in the game's in like a few weeks. They keep celebrating it earlier and earlier, so it could be as early as 2 weeks from now. Like the second Halloween event ends, they might start celebrating the 10-year anniversary. It's technically the 3rd week of November, but I feel like every single year they keep celebrating it earlier and earlier in November. So I wouldn't be surprised, literally the first day of November, they're like, 10-year anniversary month! Yep, that Raven, nice, nice. The only problem with this team is we don't have a way to target it. Well, actually, we technically do, but it's blocked by like a billion mana things. But unless she somehow gets all of her mana, we have no direct way of targeting it. But that being said, hello, full mana. Give me that. Though, of course, we do get less gem spawn because we're not using a pure Centaur team. But generally for casting her, we're using her as a finishing blow. Like on the Val Raven like we just did. Oh yeah, that's something to consider too. I didn't even think about that. There's one big downside if you do go triple Zebratar, isn't it? You're creating yellow. And the problem with creating yellow is Val Raven is yellow. I didn't even think about that earlier. It didn't occur to me until literally just now. Oh wow, this event's actually even worse than I thought. Because if you're forced to have to use Zebratar and you miss, you just give Val Raven full mana. That is so bad. Compared to Wardbreaker where you don't feed it yellow. But yeah, you miss once with Zebratar, your Val Raven runs away. Have any of you guys had that happen yet? Because that's actually going to be a pretty common occurrence if you're forced to have to use like double or triple Zebratar. It didn't occur to me till literally just as I casted her. It's like, oh yeah, yellow. But if that misses, that's a free bird right there. That's hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. You went to True Damage Mythic? Oh, the True Damage, wait, which one? Wait, this place has a True Damage Mythic? Scatter Damage... They do like 0 damage, though. Which one? Actually, I didn't even realize they're all True Damage Mythics. Everything but Wordbreaker is. Which one are you using? Because honestly, I feel like they're all so bad. This one's probably the most relevant one. Because of its consistency. This one can literally hit like 10 damage if you get unlucky enough. And this one does scatter damage without enough boost ratio. They all do so little, unfortunately. I would go the true damage route if they actually did, like, any amount of damage. Just wonder where the Wish Gem was coming from. It's that guy all the way in last slot. Like, where are all these Wish thingies coming from every single turn but him? He's obviously not on our team. Too much casting with Word Breaker. But it's less cast to win. Because even though he's not doing true damage, his total amount of damage is more than any true damager. Because even the best true damager is hitting like 150-ish from this kingdom. And let's double that. So 300. And he's hitting for over 300 per cast. He doesn't get to concentrate damage, but, you know, generally everything's dying simultaneously anyways. Plus he scales off his final trait if he gets magic. He also has extra turn potential because of his how his ability works. But it's coming out to be effectively more damage. Also, we can remove barrier like that as well. Where the explode removes barrier and then our damage takes them out in case they gain barrier like that. Oh, so no, I understand. Welcome, welcome. True, you do my Martyrs, but even with Martyrs, it should still be in a ratio where Wordbreaker is, I believe, better than any of the true damage mythics. The one benefit of true damage mythics, though, is you do get to kill them one at a time. So if you can one-shot with it, I guess it works out. If you're not one-shotting, though, I feel like Wordbreaker's better. But if you can one-shot them one at a time with the mythics, I guess it'll be fine. Because you take out the bigger threats first, as well as Valraven, of course. So yeah, I guess it works out. You have to be at a damage range where you one-shot them, though. Is anything less than one-shot, I'm pretty sure Wordbreaker ends up beating it out. Okay, yeah, if you're one-shotting, that's fine. Once they stop one-shotting, though, Wordbreaker's gonna be better. And 3-time Sagittarian. Wait, which one is Sagittarian again? What do I forget which one he is? So he actually opted for no hero. That's interesting. Because I feel like hero has a lot of the things that kind of put everything together this time around. Like, you can definitely run without hero in a lot of game modes, so I do feel like this week for Journey is one that you kind of want hero for. Yeah, there's one problem with this team. It's actually the reason why I carried Mech. If you wonder why I did Mech, it's to get rid of Submerge. Though he keeps resubmerging, which is problematic. Oh, you know what the problem is? I'm gonna kill him with this. The problem is the explode damage from the skulls triggers before his AoE. And normally this is beneficial to get rid of barrier. But in the case of things that submerge on taking damage, it's actually a negative effect. Because the damage that we get from our skulls is negating, or is basically triggering the submerge. So my skulls are triggering the submerge, and then my AoE is triggering on the submerge it just gained. Effectively meaning we do no damage. I was wondering what was happening there for a second. But we gotta be careful with that. Anything that submerges when we take damage, or when it takes damage, Wardbreaker is actually gonna be really bad against. I feel like there's gonna be so few battles where that's gonna occur, though. It also does it in an order where Dispel doesn't trigger on it in time. Because our Dispel triggers, but then it gains a Submerge. So it does it in an order that's really inconvenient. Yeah, it's gonna be really annoying. I didn't really factor that in. But luckily we have this little thing to go poke it with. Oh, is the true damage mythic you were just mentioning? Really? 3 Secretarians? Deal a bunch of true damage to an enemy, steal their magic or life or armor. Give 2 magic to all yellow allies when matching yellow gems. Oh, I see. So you're spamming, so you're using the Zebratar to get a kill. Getting a billion yellow along the way. Then using his boost ratio to one-shot everything. Yeah, and he has 20% this week, so his damage range is actually a bit better. Ah, I see. So yeah, you're spamming Zebratar until you get a kill. And then you're casting Sagittarian to kill out everything else. Yeah, I guess that works. Because you're gaining 6 magic per yellow you take. There is eventual point where that will fall off, though, when you can't reach one-shot range. Like, once you start reaching, like, 200-something stats, I feel like this could be a problem. No, so it requires 3 Sagittarians, which we do have. However, I highly doubt the average person has 3 Sagittarians. As I'm running a double Wordbreaker team, but still. But yeah, I technically could run the triple Sagittarian team. I'll try it once if I still have a battle left. Might as well. Because we're still at the range where we can actually get away with it. We have exactly 1 battle left too. I'll go copy paste it because I do want to replace out the team after. So I just need her and then 3 sags. Boom, boom, boom. Banner is like all in yellow pretty much. Give it a little extra on a red. Doesn't really matter as long as we're not minusing something important. Nope, that's something important. There we go. Alright, let's go do this. Yeah, we'll use Zebratar until we get a kill, and then one shot, one shot, one shot. Should be the play here. You have 13 for no... How on earth do you have 13? What? I don't even have 13 of any one mythic, I don't think. I think the highest I have is like 10 or 11 plagues. Alright, now we should just be able to one-shot, one-shot, one-shot. 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 Yeah, that's the basic premise of how that works. The only problem with that team is it requires 3 Secretarians. Or at least 2. The 3 is more beneficial. But, yeah, it does work. I just feel like a lot of people don't have 3 Secretarians, which is also why I showed this with only 1 Wordbreaker. And using Astral Spirit. Because even something like double Wordbreaker I don't feel like is something a lot of people have laying around. But yeah, if you do have 3 Sagittarians, it's perfectly fine to run. As long as you're still in one-shot range. It will eventually fall off once they hit like 200-something stats. But anything prior to that, it's perfectly fine. But after that, I'm pretty sure Wardbreaker becomes better. Alright, we did that, we did that. Oh yeah, let's go hand out a code. I said we'd hand one out during that. Or after we finish out the mode. We'll hand out probably like 3 today, but here you guys go. Here is the first one. And we'll have 2 more in a little bit. Alright, next order of business. What do we need? What do we need? Underspire. How Underspire doing? Let me go buy torches. Probably gonna mostly ignore Underspire. Team that we're running for Underspire, I mentioned in the video. It's this one right here. Well, I guess we'll do like 1 team for it or something. Might as well just get the copy paste in there. Oh yeah, I was using that one decoy weapon. I'm not sure if I really want that. Decaying Orbit. I'm not sure. Like, I want hero for its utility. But a lot of the weapons we have for mana accumulation here just aren't really particularly good. Or just full mana block to Ragnargord anyways. I guess maybe I could Herd Master into Explodey Weapon? Maybe that'll work a little bit better. Let me see. I probably should have just showed it like this. It's actually a little bit cheaper this way too. If you do it with this and then Herd Master. A little bit cheaper as we're using double Ward Breaker. And then we change our banner a little bit, just so we're not minusing him. What do I need here? What are we not using? Blue. Okay, I ideally want like double red something. Yeah, double red brown sounds fine. Alright, that'll be our team now. Oh, let me go copy paste it. I probably should have showed it like this for the video. Not only is it cheaper, but it's also probably slightly better. It's also safer because you have resummon. I think the main reason I didn't show it like this is the lower rarity team is set up in the exact same way. Where you're using the second slot, Eye of Orion. I think the main reason I didn't do this is it would basically be two of the same team. There's one for high rarity, one for low rarity. But yeah, I might as well use the same premise, because I think this will actually be a little bit better value. I want to have a reason to use the Decaying Orbit, because I feel like that's one of the weapons I believe you get while getting Distillerics. But I feel like I never, ever, ever use it, and this would have been like the one opportunity to do so. But even in this situation, it is not worth using. Even when you have like no options to use, it is still not worth using. It's basically a double convert hero weapon, but its mana cost is so high that you can't really use it like a normal double converter. The average troop double converter is only a, what, a 60 mana, or sorry, not 60, 16 mana cost. Whereas that Decaying Orbit thing, I think it's like 30 mana cost or something. It's so high. I'm not sure why they made it so high. Like, at absolute most, it should be like 24, 25 or something. Ideally, even closer to 20. Because at 24, it's very similar to 16 double converter. I guess a lot of the double converters are 18, so... It being 26 or 27 is like the highest it should be as a triple color weapon. 27 at the absolute highest. Even that's pushing it a bit. Because that would be on par with 18 mana costs double converters. But instead they made it 30. Which is basically the equivalence of if double converters were 20 mana cost. Which I guess the Doomskull related ones are, so I guess maybe that's what they scaled it based on. Lester, why do you ask that like every week? Yes, we're still playing Gems of War. It's a 10-year anniversary in a couple weeks. Alright, well, you get the premise of this team. I don't think we're going to be showing it too much. It's pretty straightforward. Should actually be pretty easy with double Ward Breaker. Alright, we did that. Complete a dungeon run. Ew. Let me go do that real quick. Clear out some of the other dailies. Then we'll probably mess with the new legend after a little bit. I haven't messed with it in PvP a little. See what we could do with like a Lord of Slaughter team or something. But then again, there's not a color where you could do that. It doesn't have... Actually, no, we can. We could do it in green. Under green restriction, we can get away with that team. It's 38% off on Steam, what is? How easy is that? Oh wait, no, that was a dungeon run. What am I saying? I thought that was... Oh no. It meant the daily dungeon. Gosh, I always confuse those two sometimes. Whoops. Mistakes have been made. That's funny. That is not the first nor last time I'll ever do that. Oh, hello, Tyrion. Welcome, welcome. Well, Tyrion, weren't you already here earlier? I guess not. But I think you're already here. But hello, Tyrion, and welcome, welcome. Did I see your Terra comment on the pre-record? Yes. I forget what it was, though. But I did read it. But I read it several hours ago, so I actually forget what it is off the top of my head. But yes, I did see it. Though I do completely forget what it was off the top of my head right now. Very short-term memory. They aren't deaths. Yeah, technically they're not deaths. They're runaways. Which is a bit of a different mechanic. But in most cases, it's the same thing. Yes, technically it makes the enemy run away. It doesn't kill them. But in like 99% of situations, them running away is basically the same thing as killing them. Like, there's a few caveats to that with a couple abilities. Also, I believe you don't get the souls for it as well. But there's like barely anything anyways. Like, the way it functions is slightly different, but it's basically the same thing in most cases. Yeah, we did that. We did Journey as far as we can right now. Also, one of the few weeks where don't look like a slacker. Because we actually get max score pretty much every time. At least initially, anyways. Under Spire, we're going to do later. And by later, I mean not today. We did a couple battles just to show the premise. Alright, let's go over to PvP. And you know what? Let's go mess with a new doll. Oh, good, good. We do have green. This is why I wanted to test it on. I want to see what we could do with, like, green doll. This was the main thing I wanted to test. Is, like, under a colored restriction. How good would she be? I'm actually going to build a construct team. So we're actually going to double dip on our restriction. Not only are we building a pure green team, but we're going to build a pure green construct team. If we could ever figure out where Geomancer is in alphabetical order. Oh, the only problem with this is we can't run Leprechaun if we want it to be pure construct. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be pure. Out of curiosity, if we were to make it pure construct, what would the green construct be? Ew. Yeah, it's not that good. We need like one more good green construct. We got Haunted Doll with Lord of Slaughter combo. Hero doing hero things. We're missing like one other good one. Wait, is this the restriction for him? Because if so, that's actually kind of nice. I still don't have the other Sentinel thingy. But anyways, yeah, we're just going to run it with Leprechaun. We don't really have a good 4th option. So it's going to be a 3 construct team, but that's fine. Let's see. Of course, this is a green restriction, not necessarily a construct restriction. I want a double green something banner. But based on all these minuses, honestly, I'm just going double green. Alright, there we go. They were using Haunted Doll, Lord of Slaughter, which is the main combo. Wand as Geomancer to give them 50% mana start to all constructs, which includes itself in both of them. And Leprechaun. It should work out really well. And this fits green restriction, and minus Leprechaun also fits construct restriction. It was mostly a green team, not a construct team, though it is pretty much pure construct. Yeah, not bad. And if we miss, she just dodges. Look at that, double dodge. Oh, she failed us. Yep, triple dodge, look at that. She'd be dead if she didn't have skull dodge. It's not bad. It does what it needs to do. The only big issue with her, she doesn't gain any extra skull damage. She doesn't have Enrage. She doesn't have, you know, Skull Multiplier. Which makes her a little slow sometimes, compared to other Skull Spammers that just, like, obliterate something by looking at them. Come on, Skull Dodge. Trigger. Dodge the skulls. Did I eat dinner yet today? No, I haven't had dinner yet. I'm gonna have it after stream. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do, to be honest. Like, it's too late to order something. I don't really want to make anything. Yeah, she's okay. Honda doll. Very situational troop. A lot of potential with skull spam in the future. Really wish there was a mythic version of her. And of course, if you get lucky, Terror occasionally gets those runaways. For those free kills. Or kills. Kills, quote unquote. Nice. Oh, come on. Yeah, we need slightly higher skull dodge. Where's the 65% skull dodge mythic? We need it. Was already about to lose this fight. You just like double killed us. What's going on here? Nice, the terror kill. Even after death, she still gets the terror kill. All right, there we go. You said cheeseburgers and fries. Nice. You haven't used a grill in a little while. We got a grill a couple months ago, new grill. The old one broke down for a while, which is why we didn't have one for a while. But yeah, we got a new grill earlier this year. Used it during the summer. But honestly, since summer has ended, I haven't used it a single time. Since it's hit like the fall season. Definitely too late to be grilling, though. Cooking homemade burgers yourself? Nice. I don't have any meat in it in the house. Also, I ate the last of the fries that I had in the fridge earlier. I need to go food shopping. I'm probably doing that this Wednesday. I'm still going to be streaming Mario Party this Wednesday, but it's going to be later in the day. Like, the stream's probably not going to start till like 3 or 4 p.m. or something. Because I'm going to pick up the glasses, food shopping, go to the bank. Which won't take that long, but I'll probably do it midday. Because the bank doesn't even open, I think, until like 10 or something. I always keep thinking that it opens at like, you know, like 7 a.m. or something. And every single time it's like, nope, it's like 9 or 10 or something. I can't remember the exact time. But it's whatever time I normally get there is too early. I know that. I feel like every time I go there in the morning, they're closed. Alright, what am I doing? I need to go do the buff thingy. Oh, I forgot. I don't have a purple team set up. Oh, no. Alright, Thrall, Leprechaun. Stellarix. And what was the other thing we needed? Wand. Of course it's Wand. Ought to be anything else. Alright, that should be good. Yeah, there we go. You have leftover pizza? Nice. With cheese and sausage? Interesting. I've actually been pretty anti-sausage lately. I'm not sure why. In the last, like, several years, I've just hated the taste of sausage. I'll still eat things with sausage. But I will, like, pretty much almost never go out of my way for anything with sausage on it. I just really grew out of that taste. I feel like I've kind of been growing out of similar foods too. Like even stuff like hot dogs. I feel like I like almost never eat these days. Well, if I was ever at it like a good concession stand at a place, I'd probably still get it. But I would never make them myself these days. Yeah, all those like really processed kind of meats kind of things. I just really not been into the last several years. Meats in general, I've just always kind of not been like super into. Or particularly like the super processed ones. Like things like beef and chicken, I will still do like ever so occasionally. I don't know, something about sausage, hot dogs, and similar things just... I don't know, I just haven't really been into them lately. Where's Lester with the sausage jokes? Yes, all the phallic ingredients I'm no longer into. I've gone down to a straight diet. No phallic meats. Alright, how are we doing on the PvP thingy? Oh yeah, I didn't get any of them because I was just doing the other thing. Alright, what do we have to do for the outer? It's either Wild Folk or, Rogue. Rogue used to be free. Rogue is actually kind of annoying these days. Although I feel like it's better than the other one. I say that we can't use Rogue Spider Team anymore. Hey, we can still run her here. Honestly, with how strong she is, I almost feel like doing it. The problem is she doesn't really have synergy with everything else. Do we have, like, a good Empower here? Yeah, I'm just doing the other option. Worst comes to worst, I could do Sea Dog into her and give her blue. What's the other option? Wild Folk. Oh, we could do Wild King. The problem is everyone else is also going to be do Wild King. Oh, yeah, we also have Beatrix, but I kind of want to go Wild King route. Do I have 2 Wild Kings? I do. Ooh. Shiny. Alright, should be fine. Honestly, probably just double yellow. I don't think we need anything fancy. Alright, should be good. 1 did 2, double Wild King into 50% mana start. I guess we could offset 1 king with an Empower, but it should be fine. Oh, why did I not take extra turn? Whoops. Luckily, they also didn't take extra turn. Oh, as I full miss with Wand. There's the only bad thing with Wand. Full miss just feels so bad. And not only do you not extra turn, but you don't even get any mana from it at all. And luckily, anyone running Beatrix team doesn't benefit from all the yellow we feed it. Hey, let me go hand out another code. I never did it yet. Did we? We want to hand out 3 today, and this will be the second one. I'll have another one in a little bit. That might be the end of us testing the new troop. Since we were using it a little bit. We were using it with the Construct team. And honestly, not bad. Like the, her with Lord Slaughter. And that kind of like skull premise. Overall, she leaves a bit to be desired, though. It's a very mid-tier tank. Like, it definitely gets your job done, but, like, there's better things out there. It's an issue that Skull Dodge has in general, or even just dodge chance in any game, is that it's really inconsistent. Like, you're either mitigating everything or nothing. Oh, wait, that was the pet I was talking about earlier. Remember when I said earlier that I got that pet we were missing off stream? Wasn't this the one? The one for Deadlock Dralic? Because I only have 1 copy of it. So yeah, this was the pet I was talking about earlier. This was the $5 money pet that we got like a month ago that I forgot to ever mention on stream. And here we are getting it again. This is the second time I've ever seen it. It's a pretty useless one. But yeah, I've been missing it for several months. And I got it for free finally the other month, and we just got it again. Anyone in my guild who still needs it, get on now. Go, go, go. Spread the word. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people in my guild are missing this. This is only the second or third time we've probably seen it. Maybe more than that. I've only seen it 2 times. For all I know, we've probably seen it like 5 times in the guild. But it's the most recent $5 money locked pet, I mean. I'm pretty sure this is the most recent $5 money locked pet from earlier this year. Forget exactly when. They always become free after. The problem is actually rolling them. Just use a major orb to upgrade it right away. I don't like upgrading the stat-related ones. With that being said, I did do that for Takshaka because it's relevant. But I like to keep most of the pet orbs, unless it's a really, really, really insanely good bonus, like I did for Takshaka earlier today. But unless it's an insanely good bonus, I don't bother orbing them. Unless they're cosmetic. Which reminds me, we should go through like a cosmetic pet upgrading spree. Is there a way to show only cosmetic? Is that actually a search option? No. No bonus. There we go. Do it by base, or do it by rarity. What's this one from? Talk like a pirate day, yeah. How many do I have? Wait, we're almost already maxed on all of them. I didn't even realize we're only missing a few. Oh, wow, when did we have this many maxed? When did this happen? What? When on earth did this happen? I actually did this pretty recently then. Like earlier this year, I went and maxed out every cosmetic pet. Yeah, this is every single one with no bonus. And I only have 6 left to go max. I didn't realize we were so close to doing it again. Because this is gonna, we'll have this to also go upgrade soon. We'll have that next week. And this will get upgraded if you buy the Kingdom Pass. I mean the Campaign Pass. Which we still need to go do, but the second we do, that'll be max. They only have 6 of them to go do. 2 of the past golden pets and all the 2024 pets. They haven't upgraded yet. International Cat Day, Dog Day, Independence Day from New Year's, and Talk Like a Pirate Day. All happened in the last few months. So yeah, I guess I did that earlier this year. Oh, I only have 3 major pet orbs though. Didn't realize I'm that low on major pet orbs. Yo, does that mean we're going to use a triple normal pet orb to upgrade these? That's not ideal, but I guess it's fine. Anyways, let me go upgrade these. Well, we're really low on major pet orbs. I didn't even realize we're so low. It's probably because we upgraded all these earlier this year, so I guess it makes sense. We have to go upgrade whatever we have left then. Just gotta make sure I don't misclick on one. I think all the ones we have left are not all the ones we do need upgraded, so it works out. Underspire doesn't give you pet orbs, though. Well, it gives you a normal pet orb, but it doesn't give you a major pet orb. You don't earn any major pet orbs from doing Underspire. Though, of course, you can get a single or double pet orb from the very last fight. 69, nice. Yeah, this is what I normally save all the orbs for, all the cosmetic ones. Because these you don't really get consistent copies of in the future. Whereas all the ones that have stats, you will always be able to get passively over time. It might be really rare, but you will naturally get copies of them. Whereas all these that we're upgrading now, you'll be lucky if you even get another copy of them in the next 5 years. They're pretty sporadic, especially if you never buy them with money. Alright, there we go. There's every cosmetic pet maxed. The only two we're missing is the one from buying the pass, which we'll do soon. Soon TM. And the Halloween one, which we'll have in like a week from now. Probably by this Sunday. And then we'll have every cosmetic pet in the entire game maxed. Because we do own everything. The only things we're missing are all of the, well, the two that I mentioned. But beyond that, all of these are just the immortals. The immortal pets. Which we'll get in time. Alright, we still gotta go get a bunch of glory, and I think that's all left. The only thing left. Like a bunch of PvP. The Under Spire I'll do later. Dungeons, nothing. We already did it. Pet we literally just did. That's why we went on the whole tangent that we just did. Alright, let's go do PvP then, for the rest of the time. Ooh, we got a couple orbs here too. Come on, show me the major pet orb from a pet. No. Hey, we got a lesser glory though. Not bad. At least we got something from all that junk. Alright, let's go spend the rest of the time in PvP. We'll hand out another code in a little bit. Alright, PvP goals, PvP season. Oh, what did we just get? Anything? Nothing over there. What is this? Collect. Reach monolith level 5. Alright, there we go. Already collected that. Oh yeah, since we got back to diamond rank, we got the extra copy of her. I was gonna open these burning marks, see if we have anything good. Probably not. Okay, 50 mortal Sagittarian souls. Not bad, not bad. Actually, is that enough to upgrade him? I feel like it is. Yep, it is. Mortal Sagittarian. Upgrade. Still just as useless, but now he's slightly less useless. With his little pet bonus. I think that gives him 1 to all stats now. Ah, there we go. Alright, and now I think we just camp central. Until we get our 3 Valhawks then. At first, Valhawk will hand out code. How about that? I'll probably just use Stellar Expel the rest of the time then. Oi. Also, he's running a Cedric Gold Farm team? Actually, it's not even a Gold Farm team. What is that team? He's running double Cedric, but he doesn't have like a gold-related troop on the team. It's so weird. You ideally want to be using Ruby or something if you're doing that. Like, that would make sense if he was using Ruby and Beatrix. But that team is very confusing without Ruby. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Up, first Val Raven. Oh, here you go. Final code. Enjoy. Alright, let's go get 2 more now. But yeah, anyone still has any other questions? Anything you want me to go over to, let me know. Because after we get these 2 birds, we'll probably call it for tonight. Could be a few minutes, could be a few hours. No, it won't take that long, but you know. They're pretty sporadic. This is still my least favorite daily, by the way. And ever since we haven't been streaming every day, it has increasingly become more of my least favorite daily. Because it's hard to ever gauge how long it'll take. Like you saw, we got our first Valhawk within like seconds. And now we're going to go the next 15 minutes without seeing a single one. Oh, Jamie, welcome, welcome. As Isabel mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Come on, we're going to get more Curse Gnomes than the thing we actually need at this rate. It's not even Vault Event weekend anymore. 13, nice mid-roll. I think it does 10 to 15, so right down the center. But yeah, do you guys actually do the PvP daily? Or do you skip on it? Like, how much PvP do you guys do on a given day? Because I know someone like Isabel probably skips it, but then there's also other people in chat that mentioned they go for like top 5 leaderboard. So we have pretty much the whole range of people who ignore PvP even exists to literally like try to almost rank 1 it. You do no PvP? Really? None at all? I advise that bare minimum you do like 6,500 every week. Because that's basically a free deed book and a few other perks for very little time. But I highly advise, even if you hate PvP, at least do the 6,500. It's basically a free deed book every week. It's cutting into your Palia and Power World. Hey, also Brighter Shores, right? Right? In a couple weeks? I need to get you addicted to Brighter Shores. Because I need people to actually play with. I say that as I'm probably going to be like a completely solo player for the first like month. I'm not even sure what co-op's really going to look like in that game. I know it's going to exist to some degree, but a lot of details on it are, you know, not really known until it comes out. There's definitely some co-op aspects, but to what degree it'll be at launch is to be determined. You mean to test the PvP out? The game's not launching with PvP. And PvP is definitely not a big component of the game. Like, it's gonna have it like pretty much every MMO does that has any amount of combat. But the game's focus is definitely not on PvP. It's gonna be similar to Gems of War, where you can kind of just ignore PvP even exists if you want to. And you'll probably be fine. Oh, in Gems of War, you do want to do it to a slight degree. These days, I mostly just do all dailies for it. Is basically my extended PvP. Which includes doing the battle for your alliance, if there's one on a given day. Grabbing the gold marks if you're in Dark Alliance, if it's available on a given day. And then getting your 3 Valhawks. And that's all I do for PvP these days. And that's enough to always hit 6,500 every week. As well as, you know, basically get every reward from PvP. Yeah, I just do bare minimum for it. It comes out to, like, what? Like 15, 20 minutes of PvP a day? Normally dictated by Val Ravens. Yeah, they are basically going to be considering the game as 1.0 once PvP is released. Kind of like how Palia is currently not in version 1.0 yet. But Brighter Shores version of 1.0 will be when they finally release PvP. That's obviously not the only thing they're going to do between that and, like, you know, true launch. But it is, like, the main defining feature that they're going to be like, okay, we're truly, like, 1.0 once we release this. I don't know, I wouldn't really say it's going to be a key feature of the game, more so just like a benchmark of something that's easy to understand that's going to be like, hey, when this comes out, we'll be in 1.0. Because I'm pretty sure he didn't want to make it like a 5th chapter or something. He doesn't feel like as 1.0 worthy. If you do the battles just before reset, you can get double buffs after reset. Can you? I've never actually tried that before. There's actually been a lot of bugs at reset time in Gems of War in the past, so I'm not surprised. It's actually probably the most common bug that has ever occurred in the game. It's bugs that occur if you keep the game running at reset time and then do things without restarting the game. Has been probably the most notorious buggy time in the history of Gems of War. There's probably dozens of bugs still available right now related to it. Some people know, some people might not even still know to this day. A lot of them they've patched, but a lot of them they've also just have never bothered with. Normally because it makes like a very small impact. Yeah, Gems of War has had a lot of bugs at reset time. If you leave the game on through reset without restarting. But I believe that is officially everything then. But this Friday we will be back for Gems of War. Main game plan this Friday is we have ourselves a deep delve. Deep delve teams are this exact, or sorry, the new deep delve teams that we'll have for the new area are pretty much the exact same teams we have for tomorrow. Tomorrow's restriction is red-blue. I mean, sorry, red-green. And Friday's restriction and weekend restriction is also red-green. So you can use the exact same teams for either. We showed 3 different teams, so whatever ones you want to use, just feel free to use any. But whatever you used for tomorrow, make sure you keep them on copy-paste or whatever. Because on Friday, you're going to use the exact same teams again. So whatever teams you do end up opting for, you're going to run the exact same ones on Friday again. So, yep, you'll be good to go. The only difference, of course, is the Pure Faction team, both which we showed in the video earlier today. Aside from that, we will be doing a midday stream tomorrow, probably around noon. It'll probably be the last, RuneScape stream we do prior to Brighter Shores, probably. It'll either be the last or second to last. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Wednesday will probably be, what's it called? Mario Party, though we'll be a little bit later in the day, not at noon. And then we'll see what we do from there. And then, of course, we'll have Gems of War on Friday and Sunday, as we have been Monday, Fridays, and Sundays. At the normal time, as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, yeah, let me go grab these. I need to go buy the Kingdom Pass already. I'll do it off stream, though, because it shows all the info when you do it on stream. But, I'll buy the Kingdom Pass. I need it already. Of course, we get the Tarot card this week, and then next week we have the Mythic. So next week's Monday, 1 week from today, we'll be covering the new Mythic as well. This little guy over here. He's like a true damage option with a little bit of Entangle. He's okay. That's Impervious. I just don't really see him being anything particularly over the top, but he's not bad. He's just in that weird category where he's not good enough. Which is where like 90% of troops reside in the game. Like, it's not horrible, but, you know, it's just not good enough to really get over that power curve of current power creep in the current state of the game. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Yep, as Isabel mentioned, I'm about to go grab some food. Still not sure what yet, but figure it out. Anyways, guys, catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.